Good morning student friends. In this video we will see functions of riser, types of riser and differentiation between the risers. Now first of all I will clear you that while studying the allowances we have seen due to the two reasons we are providing allowance on the surface of pattern. Which are these two reasons? First reason is metallurgical reason and second one is a mechanical reason. Metallurgical reason means whatever metals and alloys present in the universe, they are going to contract at the same time of solidification, and to compensate that contraction of the metals during its solidification we have to provide the allowance. Now there are two types of contractions of the metals during its solidification. First contraction is a liquid contraction or also called as a liquid shrinkage, and second one is a solid shrinkage. Liquid shrinkage means what? Metal or alloy changes its phase from liquid to solid state, and at that time it is going to contract or shrink. That shrinkage is called as a liquid shrinkage. And metal in the solid state but at a freezing temperature, losing heat to the environment, coming to the normal room temperature, at that time also metal or the alloy is going to contract or the shrink, and that shrinkage is called as a solid shrinkage. Now here the first point will come is that the liquid, now there are two types of shrinkages we have seen, that is liquid shrinkage and solid shrinkage, and now both these shrinkages we have to compensate, and for that purpose we need to provide the two methods to compensate them. As the two shrinkages are present, we have to provide the two methods for its compensation. First, liquid shrinkage is compensated by providing the riser at a hot spot or at the necessary location. Now this riser or a feeder head is a passage of sand made in the cope during the ramming of the cope. This is the definition of riser. Metals and alloys shrink as they cool and solidify. It creates partial vacuum within the casting. Now this partial vacuum we have to fulfill. For that purpose we need to have extra molten metal, and that extra molten metal is supplied by the metal present inside the riser. Partial vacuum leads to a shrinkage void. Shrinkage void is one of the defect in the casting. If size of riser is not proper, again location of the riser is wrong, at that time this defect will come in the casting, that is a shrinkage void. The shrinkage void will grow and form a shrinkage cavity if extra liquid metal from outside of the mold is not supplied. Extra liquid metal from outside of the mold is supplied by the riser. The primary function of the riser is to feed metal to solidify casting so that shrinkage cavities are get rid of a shrinkage, as this is very common defect. Function of the riser is to supply liquid metal to the mold cavity during its solidification. Riser permit escape of air. This is second functionality of the riser. Through the open riser, the gases those are present inside the mold cavity are escaped to the environment. That is the second functionality of the riser. Mold gases, as the mold cavity is being filled with molten metal. I told you vents we are providing for the mold cavity for escaping of air. Again mold cavity is a porous in nature because it has a permeability, but this task is also completed by providing the open riser. A riser full of molten metal indicates the mold cavity has already been completely filled up with the same. Now as and when I am starting pouring of molten metal inside the pouring basin, when I will see the metal present in the open riser, I will stop the pouring activity. Means I will get a judgment that mold cavity has been completely filled up. Second, a casting solidified under the liquid metal pressure of the riser is comparatively sound. Now metal present inside the riser is exerting some pressure on the metal which is present inside the mold cavity. That's why chances of getting the sound casting will be more, as it is solidifying under a pressure. Riser promote a directional solidification. Now in the last lecture I have told you the definition of directional solidification. What it means? Solidification directed in such a manner that mold cavity must solidify at the earlier as compared to the metal present inside the riser. Means first of all mold cavity should solidify. Afterwards metal present in the riser must solidify. That is the functionality of the riser, that it is promoting the directional solidification. Now second part we will see, that is types of riser. In the foundry industry generally we are using two types of risers. First riser is called as a top riser, or second name is open riser. In this figure you can see this is the open riser and this is the blind riser. Second riser is a blind riser. Now we will see its difference. Now you can see in the sketch that open riser is open to the atmosphere. Open riser is open to the atmosphere, and this blind riser is surrounded by molding sand. You can see this blind riser is also called as a closed riser. Closed riser, because this blind riser is not open to the atmosphere. This open riser is open to the atmosphere. Now when I will pour molten metal at this location, means in this pouring basin, it will come to the sprue through the runner, and through the gates it will reach to the mold cavity. Mold cavity is at a lower position as compared to the riser. That's why first of all complete filling of this mold cavity is achieved, and afterwards metal goes inside this riser. Now as and when metal will reach to this riser, due to two modes of heat transfer, metal start its solidification. Open riser transmit heat to the environment through the radiation. At the same time, metal present inside the open riser will transfer heat to the sand particles through the convection. Means in case of open riser there are two modes of heat transfer. First one is radiation and second one is a convection. But in a case of blind riser, as its top side is closed, only one mode of heat transfer is present, that is a convection. Molten metal present in the blind riser only will transmit heat to the sand particles by using a convection mode of heat transfer. That's why metal in the open riser will start solidifying at the earlier as compared to metal present in the blind riser, because two modes of heat transfer are present in case of open riser and only one mode of heat transfer is present in a case of blind riser. Now second difference we will see, or third difference we will see, that is the shape of open riser. Open riser is cylindrical in a cross section, it is open to the atmosphere, and this blind riser is rounded cavity. Rounded cavity. Again this open riser is easy to mold but difficult to remove. Open riser is easy to mold but difficult to remove. Easy to mold means making impression of this open riser inside this mold cavity is very easy. That is, molding operation of the open riser is easy, but it is difficult to remove. Why this is difficult to remove? Because it has a more cross section. Cross section area of the open riser is more. That's why it is taking some time for its removal. This blind riser is a rounded cavity and it has a small cross section. That's why it is easy to remove, but it is difficult to mold. And this blind riser is easy to remove but difficult to mold, because here this blind riser we have to make above or below the parting line. That's why it is very difficult for the molding operation. Now efficiency of this open riser is more as compared to blind riser, because whatever methods are there, near about 8 methods we are going to study in the next lecture, how to improve the efficiency of riser. Now most of these methods are applicable for the open riser, like topping up, electric arc feeding, or use of exothermic chemical compounds. These three methods are applicable to the open riser, but these three methods we cannot use for the blind riser. In the next lecture we will see the efficiency of riser and methods to improve the efficiency of riser.